Alright, starting back up the recording session. Please adjust cat friends. So a little bit of love. See, if I do that, that seems like a little more than just friends, right? So maybe that. I think that's friends. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. Well, what's past it? 9. Anyway, 9. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Do there. Which of the two made-up words below is most appealing to you? Scrumtush or Ukuboy Knuckle? I like Scrumtush. I like Scrumtush. Please don't adjust the slider. Okay. Do you know what time it is right now? Yes. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? Yes. I know my time is a little fast. Time just simply is. So yes, it is. Is there anything about yourself they haven't told me? Yeah. Help. Oh. Okay, I'll help you. Will you come back to visit me? Of course. Always. Okay. Let's continue on then. I don't remember where I last left off. It's been a couple days.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for...
I think I can skip past this. Oh, I just got a trophy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah.
Yet
Nothing.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Not gonna
of disbelief,
dilly-dally.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Have I ever gone down here? Yes, I think I have. So bright. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Don't close, stay open. Why you close? Gotta be something in here. Why you close? Can't crouch. Okay, you know, I'll close it myself. Building. Look at the computer, huh? It's the type where you have to turn on every different thing. So you have to turn on the computer, you know, the boxes underneath it. Then you turn on the keyboard, I believe, and then you turn on the screen. What? I can see something. What's in there?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Hold on. No.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story.
Nope.
Well, whoop-de-doo.
Eight.
What? That scared me. What happened? Nope.
Eight.
8. Why does that happen? Okay. Can I leave? No.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself.
Time for me to eat a sucker.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Back up.
Whoops, nope, never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Oh, the lights are back on.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again.
Yep.
This has fleshed out the plot of the story
What was
in
I at?
new
I
and
was at
fascinating
one,
ways I could have
one,
never anticipated.
2,
It's that keen
3.
eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive
1,
rapid
1,
fire of critical
2,
plot points,
4.
one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of
1, 1,
uncompromising
2,
narrative.
5.
Wow. I'm bolted
1,
to the edge
1,
of my
2,
seat.
6. 1, 1, 2, 7. 1, 1, 2, 8. 1, 1, 2, 9. 1, 1, 3, 1. 1, 1, 3, 2. 1, 1, 3, 3. 1, 1, 3, 4. 1, 1, 3, 5. 1, 1, 3, 6. 1, 1, 3, 7. 1, 1, 3, 8. 1, 1, 3, 9. 1, 1, 4, 1. Can I head back here? No. Guess I'll go back down the elevator.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Shut up! Back up.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No.
Of course
It's
not.
time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me. Oh my god. It's
1,
the boss's
1,
office.
4, 1.
This absolutely changes everything for me.
1,
Give me a
1,
timeout here for a
4,
minute while
2.
I process this.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning
1,
revelation and to
1,
move forward with... No!
4,
No, wait!
2.
No! I need more time to process.
Okay.
All right. I have fully come to terms
3.
with it. I have made space in my worldview
1,
for this
1,
astonishing new
4.
reality. As before, I turn to your expert
1,
eye for
1,
gripping narrative,
4,
Master Stanley.
5. 1, 1, 4, 6. 1, 1, 4, 7. 1, 1, 4, 8. 1, 1, 4, 9. 1, 1, 5, 1. 1, 1, 5, 2. Technically should have started with 0, but it's whatever. 1, 1, 5. That was 2, so 3. 1, 1, 5, 4. 1, 1, 5, 5. 1, 1, 5, 6. 1, 1, 5, 7. 1, 1, 5, 8. 1, 1, 5, 9. 1, 1, 6, 1. Again, I should be doing zeros, but I'm just not gonna do that because you don't count with 0. You don't start at 0, go 0, 1, 2. You go 1, 2. You know? What was that? 1, 1, 6, 2. 1, 1, 6, 3. 1, 1, 6, 4. 1, 1, 6, 5. 1, 1, 6, 6. 1, 1, 6, 7. 1, 1, 6, 8. 1, 1, 6, 9. Nice. 1, 1, 7, 1. 1, 1, 7, 2. Alright. Can I go back now? Nope. Is this a door? No.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it.
Shut up.
That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Back up.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley.
What?
You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
It'll
But
be the boss's office, so I can keep
the agony
going
of
until I
waiting
hit
and
9999.
and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Okay.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their
Well,
faces.
to be fair,
the very moment
people
the
have
things
always
get
wanted
started.
that since
Where's the tension?
moving
Where's the
pictures
trust
were
in the audience
made.
to
I
build
mean,
a slow and
to be
nuanced
fair, when
appreciation
the
for
first moving
story,
pictures
the
happened, people were
characters?
afraid
Why
because
aren't
the
we given
they thought the
time
train
to
would hit
imagine
them.
the surprises?
But
to have to think and to anticipate,
then
and
after
to
people realized,
marvel at
okay,
the
no, it's a
eventual
moving
reveal.
picture. It's
This
not real.
is
I mean, it depicts something
storytelling,
that
Stanley.
real that happened,
What
but
you
it's
and
not
I
real,
are doing
you know?
right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the
That's
one
a
who
weird
took this
droning
bold
sound.
step of
Anyway.
revisiting the exact same locations over and over.
And then once people
Truly,
realized
I
that
mean
it was, you know,
this is
a moving
unique
picture,
and different. It's not
eventually
like
became
anything else
pictures,
out
and the
there. You see,
pictures
I
became known
want
as
stories
movies.
that surprise me,
or
Stanley.
whatever. I call them
want to have to
pictures, but
think. I want to be engaged.
I'm a little old
and not
school when it
pandered
comes to certain
We're being
terminology.
fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp
that a car?
and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much,
Anyway.
Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can
The
talk about
elevator
your work and your storytelling
speeding
and your
up.
life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been
Yes, the
following you
elevator
from
is
the
speeding up.
beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
What? Don't bring me back. I need to put...
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
What? Where am I? All eyes on Stanley, live on stage. Let's help these human being. All tricks revealed. How we did it. The pyramids. Oh, we know how they did it. The guy who went to Mars. We have not gone to Mars. An evening with world peace, baby. That baby ugly as shit.
Here it is,
Minecraft
just
open
through
door
this
noise.
door.
Where? Oh, there. The storyteller. Stanley reveals all in his new book. A Q&A with world's first sentient machine. I was about to say something not good. Doing great. Conversation with Alexander the Great. Huh.
All right, are you ready?
To
I've told them you're
stage.
going to speak
Welcome,
a little
Stanley.
bit about the nature of surprise
Stan-
in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly
Almonds, chair,
unpredictable
gum,
narrative.
table, nut
Oh,
bar.
don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself
Nice.
and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay,
An audience
it
with
looks
the
like
dude who
they're
came
ready
up
for
with
you.
pizza.
Go get them.
Damn. National Geographic. Stanley. Indoors Monthly. What's that say? Story. Stanley. Me. Dad. Age 6. Thanks for showing me that cool escape trip. Oh, new theory just dropped. The narrator is Stanley. That's my theory. That the narrator is Stanley. I go back. I hate this. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. I feel like I'm about to have a heart attack. Oh, my tinnitus, it came back. What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait. Let me check and see if that...
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
There you go. Awaiting input. Input received. Okay. Okay. What?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
This is neat. Hold on. Let me eat my sucker real quick. Phone. What's in here? What is happening?
Hello, and thank you for playing
Ooh.
the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Cool.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this
Okay.
sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Paper. Those are pictures of tables. On those stacks, on those paper there. Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special
This
yet,
is a
but
Gmod
I'm sure
elevator.
it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Pretty much.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Give you the content. You got it.
All right.
New
All right,
content,
let's
jump
see it.
circle, jumps remaining.
The jump circle?
I don't want to eat.
Is that it?
Well, hang on, there's a
Surely
door over
that's
there.
not
but-
all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I can jump. They're a little quick, but... Well, it's time for me to get all of them out. I'll use all of them if I have to. I care little. Alright. Alright, well. Where do these wires lead? Nowhere. Okay. That it?
Goodness. Another elevator.
Oh, okay.
Stanley, I have
I
to
thought it was
say,
gonna bring me back down.
initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just
I agree,
elevators and
narrator.
jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
To be
If this is
fair,
new
I
content,
think so.
Then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe now with over 1,000 hours of new content, and oh wait, there's more. Very good.
Okay, it's opening behind me. Hold on.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Hold on. Hold on a second. I'll be moving in just a second. Just replying to a text from yesterday. At 4. You okay, Mork? You good? What's wrong? Are you afraid? My dog is acting extremely strange. Like, extremely strangely. Extremely strangely. What's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, I think he has the hiccups. When he gets the hiccups, he doesn't know how to react. He's incredibly stupid. So, why is this here? Thank you for enjoying the new content.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when
Okay,
greedy video
Mork?
game developers with no
Mork.
respect for their fan
Remember,
base
Mork,
rush a
you're
cheap
cunning but
expansion to
brutal.
market for
Not
no
brutal
reason
but
other
cunning.
than to make
Use
an
that
easy
cunning
dollar.
that's in
And
that
don't get me
empty head of
started on
yours.
the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact,
No.
I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Mork, what's going on? What's
It's
up?
my
What's
fault,
going on?
Stanley. I built up too
Is
much
it not
anticipation
hiccups?
around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never
So he
have
keeps
lived
like
up to such
lurching forward as if he has
expectations.
hiccups.
If you're
So I'm
still
going to
with me,
assume he has
why don't we
hiccups,
just
and he's
reset
just
the game,
terrified of them.
and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks.
Oh
Just
great!
you
Now
and me
he's licking
having a
my
great time
chair.
together like
How
always.
good!
What do you
Don't look
say,
at me like
friend?
that. You're the idiot here. Ooh. Whoa. I don't know why. I don't like how that. Something feels off about doing that. I don't know why.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Okay, why not? I kind of wanted to see what was the other way, but. Ooh. What? What's wrong, Mork? What's wrong?
Okay, you remember how cheap and
Yeah, I think he has the
unsatisfying new
hiccups.
Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the
Well, don't look at
past
me. I
and
can't
how much
fix your
better the
hiccups. That's
Stanley
not how
Parable
it
used to
works.
be. So I made
Mork,
something
try
special
holding your
and
no,
tucked it
don't
away
lick my
here
chair.
where the
Try
game's
holding your
developers won't
breath
find it.
for 10
Just our
seconds,
little
and then
secret.
slowly
Take a
breathe out
look.
for the course of another 10 seconds. That usually gets rid of my hiccups like instantly. Well, it takes 20 seconds, but I didn't hear what the narrator said. Okay, goodbye. He's running away from me now. Copy machine.
I call it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak
This is
experiences of my
beautiful.
life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Can I climb up on a rock? No, I can't. Ooh, that's a different door opening sound. Hold on a second. Phone, basket. Nothing, okay.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port?
Hey,
Remember back
I'm
in
playing
October
on the
of
PlayStation.
2013, when the game originally launched. Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it
Ah,
all meant
Steam.
something.
Love
Oh,
it.
waste.
Our first kiss, my first car, the release of the Stanley Parable 2013. Uh-oh. Ugh. The original remake. Good times. Audience Award, Stanley Parable, Independent Games Festival. Did they ever sell a collector's edition of it? Trip down memory lane. $1 United States dollar. It's a little warped. Oh, wow. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Give me it. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Oh, the crazy ending, yeah. In loving memory, little Stanley. Oh, is that a hamster? Or what is that? I can't tell. I think it's a hamster. I love me hamsters. I love me little rodents. I used to own guinea pigs, so... Granted, they're not little rodents.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley?
Every game ever created.
That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it
Skyrim.
was all of them, and now
Todd Howard.
it's nothing.
It
It's
just
no
works.
games at
No,
all.
it fucking doesn't.
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Hour of new elevator content. Hell yeah, bro. I'll ride them elevators as long as it's got some kickin' tunes in it. Oh, why is that sideways? There you go. Alright. Huh. Memory zone maintenance. Oh, I wanted to go down there. thought I heard. It's whatever. Person of the year. No, Stanley, you're so blurry. Stanley Parable. Begin game options credits. Quit. The end is never 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 the end is. It's a real meta image. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna take a picture of this with my phone now. There we go. Alright.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it,
9 out
Stanley?
of 10.
The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition
Fergie.
along to the PlayStation.
No,
boom,
those are leaves.
Done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
Hold on a second. The serious room. This door is opened. I'll be back there. How do I get back there? Can I climb up on things? If only I could have moved. If I could move. Oh no, but I used all my jumps. I was gonna say if I moved the jump circle here, I could probably. It's whatever. It's whatever.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
That light is angry. Give me drink. Give me drink. I want water. Ooh.
Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I'm gonna guess. Maybe. I don't know. I like the look of this area as well.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to
Is that a hat? No, that's like a upside down bowl. Generator. Now it's raining, which I actually quite like. I like this weather. One thing about Astrid Space is that Astrid Space Boy really likes his weather. Really like it when weather's doing its thing. Too blurry. When weather is doing its thing, I like it. Doesn't matter what weather's doing as long as it's doing. Well, unless it's clear skies, then it's kind of boring, but you know, when stuff like this is happening, now this is weather doing its thing. Oh, this is a thumbs up review. It's upside down though, but
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
I don't
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
I don't
Oh,
think you
goodness.
are.
This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
It's fun, it's nice. I like walking around and listening to you talk about things. I don't mind.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes.
Goodbye.
Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button.
Was that
we
just
shall
down
have.
there already? Plank of floating wood. Whoa. Okay, so I'm standing on a plank of wood, which means I weigh about the same as that plank of wood. And since this plank of wood is remaining on... So if I weigh the same... Okay, I'm weighing the same as this plank of wood, and it's floating on water, which means I float... No, it's if I weigh the same as I duck. Then, if I float... Okay, if I weigh the same as a duck, I'm made out of wood, which means I'm a witch. I don't weigh the same as a duck, I weigh the same as a plank of wood. What's back here? Ladder.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right
As
past
soon as it starts boring
It's what
me,
the
alright.
players have been asking for, and I'm very
I'll
proud
wait
to have
here
delivered.
until it
No more
bores
listening to
me.
me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
The second
Well,
it
don't
becomes
sit
boring
around
to me,
waiting
I'll
for me
skip
to
ahead.
shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah
Okay.
blah blah blah.
He's just gonna
We've
repeat it.
eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of
Did I
choice
just hear
in
like a
video
hiss?
games.
What was that
Of course,
hiss?
I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or
Yeah?
maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline
sure.
it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once.
That is
you are
interesting
both
thing.
making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you
I can't
and
really
not
get
affecting you
bored
at
of
the same
him
time
saying-
by
talking
virtue of
like
the fact
this.
that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel.
Oh, yeah,
It is
I
rich
guess.
with ambition and history. Ambitious
Yeah.
history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise,
Treatise,
manifesto.
manifesto.
Treatise, manifesto.
Okay, here's the interesting thing.
Treatise.
I can't really get
manifesto.
bored of this
Treatise,
because something's
manifesto.
happening, right?
Treatise,
That's how. If something's
manifesto.
happening, I don't get bored of it.
Treatise, manifesto.
However, I can get
Treatise,
annoyed.
Manifesto. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over.
Anything back here yet?
I can't
No.
wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll
Cookie
take the rating of
9.
their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I
I'm
guess
pretty
I
sure you
should become
can.
better educated on how exactly pressurized gas
Or at least I know in
works.
Steam I think you can.
Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is who runs pressurized gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would
Anyway.
even be okay with pressurized gas altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality.
Is that all? Couldn't say anything else? Why'd the subtitles go away when he said that? Okay.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not
How to hiss
unendurable
again.
by any means, but well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
Yeah, where'd the door go?
Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Yeah.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll
No,
take
I'm
any
not.
of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm
This is
asking
the
you to
only
work with
speed I
me.
have.
We
After-
need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything.
After
Don't press the skip
50,000
button. Please,
tries.
please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
Alright, this marks the end of this episode. I will immediately pick up where we last left off and just continue on with a new recording. And I'll upload the recording pretty much right after this one comes out. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.